All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ. All of you, please invite your friends and share the link with whoever you have. Today, our topic is about politics, and it's about peace and war, and in the same time, it's about religion. In fact, all of them they are one topic, especially when it's come to Islam. Lately, we heard in the news that the Prime Minister of India he took an action and he decided to take off the special treatment for the area of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, I'm really surprised, and I never knew that they have a special treatment because supposedly it's an area of conflict. And I don't know really why India even allows such a thing. India is a country, and the constitution of India should go to every inch of the land. And always right away, anything India try to do to preserve its right away, all Western news agencies they go against India immediately. Through my life, I noticed how always Westerners support any Islamic country against any other one. Doesn't matter if it's a Christian, if it's a Hindu. It doesn't matter who. All Western media serve one master. It's called dollar. So the dollar is the one is talking. It's not the media. Right away, you will see a Pakistani news agency says New York Times exposed India on Article 370 in Kashmir conflict. And you ask yourself, New York Times expose India? What does that mean? This is exactly what I'm saying. All of them, they get their money from the one. I mean, me myself, actually, one of the first jobs I did in my life when I was in law school, it was to fix Arabic grammar for a newspaper before publishing. And, I don't write the article. I just read the article to correct any mistake before they print it. And then I noticed that the article written there have nothing to do with reality. For 3 months, we are publishing something against Al-Qaddafi. Al-Qaddafi is a bad person. Al-Qaddafi is a pagan. He is not a believer. Qaddafi he made a book to replace the Quran. Al-Qaddafi have a lot of women in his bedrooms. Al-Qaddafi. And then suddenly the newspaper changed the way the article is written. And suddenly Al-Qaddafi became a hero. Why? Because I heard that the embassy of Libya sent a big check to the director and the owner of the newspaper, and suddenly Al-Qaddafi became an angel. Same article is about even tea and coffee. Few months we are attacking drinking coffee. Don't drink coffee. Coffee will cause etc. An article and doctors' names and etc. And later we find out that all those articles are fake. It's two companies trying their best to increase their sales. So the one who sell teas, they make articles, paid articles, to attack drinking coffee. And then the company, okay, they did for 3 months attacking coffee, etc. Now their money is over. The newspaper switched to attack drinking tea and favoring coffee. So can we take really our news and our decision from Western media or any media? No. All media's agencies, they speak for their master, who is the one paying for their salary, the one who is paying for their food and vacation and fancy cars. All of us, we knew that even Pakistan is not a country. It is part of India. But because Islam always divide and conquer, swallow countries, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, those are part of India. And look what happened to India because of Pakistan. And this is additional proof that Islam is not a terrorist religion. Because if Islam is a terrorist religion, okay, why the Muslims cannot live with the Hindu and the Christians and the atheists and everybody in India? India was one land, huge land, and then the British intelligence, they did their tricks and their magic. The devil is there, and they work hard to divide this country. And the purpose is very simple: to make India a midget country, because India as the big India is a threat, is a great India. So in order to make India nothing, we have to divide it, we have to make it smaller, we have to make it small territory, and not only that, we need to create a conflict, because conflict can keep those countries busy and they never grow. So we notice here that Western media, Western devilish intelligence agency and government, they are all in one side with Islamic countries. Everybody in the Western media now is against this guy Moody. I don't know him, by the way, and even like some people, they say that in India they discriminate Christians. I understand, but still I believe that this guy is doing the right thing. This is his land. Why in the world you will have a land which is part of your borders? You are afraid to say, I'm going to practice my constitution over all my land. Actually, it's stupid not to do so. And why somebody, when he do the right thing, the whole world go against him? The guy, he just say, this is my land, and the whole world agree this is their land. Even in the map, even in United Nations. And then you will see right away the Islamic propaganda. Indian soldiers in Kashmir are massacring the word silent because the dead are Muslims. The fact, if the dead is a Muslim, the whole world go crazy. When somebody he attack a mosque in New Zealand, the whole world is a crying. We have thousands of Christians slaughtered in Syria, in Iraq, not 25 or 50, and nobody crying for them. Donation come from everywhere. Donation from New Zealand, Christian in New Zealand, Christian in Australia. Everybody is donating for, you know, I support donating those who they are victims for sure. But why nobody remember our victims, who they are by tens of thousands, not 50? The world go crazy when an attack happen against anything is called Islam, even by talking. Look at YouTube. I cannot even keep my videos on YouTube for a few hours. What I do, they took even my right to have advertising in my channel just because of my topic. If you are a person who sponsor Islam, they will never take your right of getting donation. But you are not. This is YouTube. This is America, yet they support Islam. Facebook, Google. If you search right now in Google, you will see all positive things come right away in the first engine of the search in Google. The negative disappear. My friend, this is reality, and we are not making things up. When you speak against the devil and his forces are against you. And we are here to say the truth. It doesn't matter who say it, who accept, who reject. It doesn't matter. They let us receive donation or not, will not change anything. They take us down, they put us up, it doesn't matter. This is the land of the Indian, and the Indian, they have the right to control their land. The West, and I advise Indian people, never expect support from Western, including Trump. All of them, they are fake. All of them, they are liars. They are willing to sell you for $1. Western government, they will sell India the same as they sell many country for $1. Look at Qatar. Qatar is the biggest sponsor of terrorism in the world. Trump, he went in the front of the White House. He speak against Qatar. Qatar have to stop sponsoring terrorism. 4 days after, Qatar went to the White House and bought by billions of dollars airplanes. Since then, Trump is so cute and so peaceful with Qatar. And not only that, last time the Prince of Qatar, he went there, he told him, you are our closer friend. This guy is sponsoring Al-Qaeda and you are the one who said so. So you cannot, if you are an Indian and you are listening, you cannot depend on the Western to support you. And trust me, if a war broke between Pakistan and India, guess what? All Western countries will stand with Pakistan, including America. This is what they do through history. When Turkey occupied half of Cyprus, where was the Western? They keep their mouth mute. When the war broke between the Serbian and the Muslims occupation in Bosnia, the Western took side with the terrorist against the Serbian, and they killed tens of thousands of civilian Serbian. And after that, we saw the videos how the Muslims in Kosovo burning churches and making fun of our cross, breaking it. You can watch the movies. There's tons of them. They are proud about them, by the help of the Western government and the army of America. So if you are an Indian and you are seeking your rights, you better be ready, because the door of the devil will open on you. The gate of hells of the devil will open on you. All those names we mentioned, England, France, USA, they are not your friends. They have no friends. They don't. They will sponsor only Islamic countries. So I hope that the Prime Minister of India, he knew exactly what he is doing, and he is ready for what is coming. Last time the Indian, they have like a problem in Kashmir. The Pakistani, they strike down one or two of their airplanes, and India shows kind of weakness, and look like India is not really ready for any kind of war, and maybe even they have a weakness in their army. So I hope that the Indian, when they do and take decision, they are ready for what's coming. This is my only really worry, because as I said, you see, just to show you the hypocrisy of the West, Pakistan is a very dangerous country, and everybody knows that, and there's a huge population of it who promote terrorism, and the government of Pakistan itself is the one who sponsored Taliban for years and years. Osama bin Laden was hosted by the government of Pakistan, and they knew his location, and they hid him from USA. Yet USA will never bother to say, I'm going to put sanctions in Pakistan because they have nukes. The conflict with Iran, it's not because Trump really he care about stopping Iran as a regime of religion. Well, Saudi Arabia is a regime of religion. Emirat is a regime of, all of them, they are sheikhs. Even their names is sheikhs. So why Iran? Very simple reason. Oil and gas and business with the Saudi. Trump, he do what the Saudi want. The Saudi says, we want you to do this. The Trump, he says, yes sir, we would do it. Where's the money? The guy, even he say it clearly, we need to pray. You want us to protect you, you have to pay us. He have a mentality of a gang, like he's a bodyguard for hire. No shame. So what is going to happen tomorrow depends in the Indian how much they are prepared, because making decisions is easy, but going in a serious conflict is a different business. Is the Indian really they have an army can protect their decision? Are they prepared for what's going to come after that? Do they have any friends to support them? I say mostly no. I don't think so. I don't think anyone will support India in case of war broke. All of them, they will support Pakistan because United Arab Emirates will involve, will support Pakistan. Saudi will support Pakistan. All the money in the world will support Pakistan. And who is going to support the poor country India? Nobody. No one. Who's going to support you? Keep dreaming. USA, as I said, they have no friends. Look what they are doing to the Kurdish in Kashmir. They used the Kurdish for 8 years fighting ISIS, and when Erdogan decided to attack Syria, USA stop, act as there's nothing happening. I mean, those are your friends. You armed them, you trained them, they fought, you paid for their salary for 8 years. And now the Turkish come in inside Syria. Trump, he act as if he saw nothing. He was busy watching YouTube, Mickey Mouse cartoon. And now Erdogan is threatening again. He will go and attack Syria. And because of many pressure around him, I mean, it's obviously like you guys, you cannot be trusted. You have no friends. Everything is a business, everything for sale. This is why people, they start trusting the Russian. They cannot trust the American. They cannot trust England. They cannot trust France. For those, they do business, nothing personal. They lost their dignity, those leaders. They have no value. They have no Christian value. They have nothing is called value. Nothing personal. It's just a business. And their business is not with India. You know what India have? Coconut, rice. They don't care for India. They care for business. And that's why I'm saying I hope that the Indian are ready for the outcome of their decision, and it's not just a brave decision, because it's good to be brave, but it's good to be wise too, right? And the business will make decision where this will go, not what is right and what's not what is wrong. This is why what I believe is happening, and I believe that India, if they go in war, they will suffer badly, not because Pakistan is strong, but because always Western countries, they side up with Islamic countries. So you better get ready for England selling weapon secretly and openly. USA, all kind of countries. Right now, as we speak, Trump is arming terrorists in the south of Syria. You believe it? We say that Trump is coming. Trump is better than Obama. Well, he do exactly the same as Obama. Why? Because all of them, they are running corporation business. They speak too much about being good, but they are evil. Israel, never think that Israel will support you on anything. They don't. The Israel have no friends too. You see, the Israeli, they do business too. They have the same mentality of the Western. So India is good for them as long they can get the benefit of India. But Israel now is getting close to Saudi Arabia and Emirates and Bahrain. The more they get close to those countries, soon they will open actually a train line between Saudi Arabia going all the way to Israel. So things is changing, and at the end of the day, they care for their neighbor, the one who can stable the area for them, where no terrorist will come from their borders. So do you think Israel will support India? No, I don't think so. I don't think even will give them a bullet. The only thing can support India is Indian. As simple as that. As simple as that. So, you know, like, you know, the British, they went to India, right? Okay. And the Indian, they fought in the British army and etc. And then the British, they betray you. They sold you out. This is what they do. I mean, why people don't learn from history? Those, you see, there's a mafia controlling this world, where government run by mafia, not by a prime minister. You think it's a prime minister, but this prime minister have to be approved by his mafia, the mafia behind, the ones who own the trillions of dollars. Not you. You think you go for voting? You see, the president is already there. Once I was speaking to a businessman, he was saying he want to donate to this guy, this mayor, and that mayor. I said, why you donate to the two guys who go against each other for election? He said, because whoever win, he is in my pocket. Why I want to risk it? He donate for both. So both in his pocket. The rich, and when we say rich, we are talking about those who own billions and trillions, is the one really make decision in this earth. It is not a prime minister, it's not a president. And business is the one who will control. Israel gave India Pankar, etc. Yeah, but you see, this is all is nothing. You see, Israel is doing business too. Israel, they were selling weapon to Iran too. You believe it? Go right now, search in Google. You will find that during the war between Iraq and Iran, Israel were selling secretly weapon to Iran. Have you? Can you believe it? Yes. Israel is selling weapon to Hamas. You guys, you don't understand. This is just business. The Israeli, they are. Did you ask yourself where the weapon of Hamas is coming from? This is huge gun machines, American guns machines, Israeli guns machines. From where? They go to store in Israel and buy it, say, hey, I am from Hamas. It is the Israeli intelligence who smuggle it to them, and they take millions and hundreds of millions of dollars. You guys, you have no idea. All the weapon of Hamas is, most of it is bought from Israel. Right? They don't have friends. It's just a business. And you guys, you think like, okay, well, there is Israel is our friend, or no, you don't have a friends. And especially in relation between countries, there's nothing is called a friend. The only country I can say they have something to force decision is Russia. You see, the Russian, when they came to Syria, they came for two reasons. Number one, their business. Number two, the Christian in Syria. So the Russian always to be trusted. They never betray their friends. They stay with you until you betray them, and then they will do what they need to do to you. American, British, French, they have no friends. This guy Trump, he will sign an agreement with you today, and tomorrow he will rip it off. The same as Obama. This is how they are. Because everything they do is a business. Somebody saying Israel and India are working same Nazi. It's very funny that you are talking about, you are saying that Israel is a Nazi, but when they are the one killed by the Nazi. I mean, do you see how stupid your statement, Mr. Unknown Human? Look what this person he said. Israel and India are working on same agenda, and i.e. same as Nazi ideology. That's stupid of you to say. That's very stupid of you to say. But it's normal. Stupidity these days is an intelligence. How you say that the Israeli have the mentality of the Nazi if they are the one who fought and they are the one who paid the highest price of the Nazi? You know what? If you go to Israel, my friend, I was talking about the Israeli government, how they do business. But at the end of the day, if you go to Israel, you will find Muslims in the parliament of Israel, even saying Allahu Akbar. Can you do that in your country? Can you do that in Pakistan? Can you do that in Saudi Arabia, to make a Jew to cite whatever from the Torah and make him a parliament member? In Israel, Muslims have right the same as the Jews, the same as the Christians, the same health insurance, the same salary, jobs open for everybody. So stop being a fool and stop being a liar. I was talking about business mentality. Those government don't have friends, they do business. So I will exchange something with you. In return, you do something to me. This is the mentality of the Western countries. The Eastern, they are emotional people. They have different mentality. They think of a friendship. They think of relationship, because they are different, totally different mentality. And I am a Middle Eastern. So always we have to be careful when we make decision. And I hope Mr. Moody, he is calculating his numbers carefully, because any second, any time, war might break. And then if India is not ready for such a thing, then India will pay a very high price. This is what I want to share with you for today. Nothing much really. It's just about politics. And you know, I was surprised when I make little study about the both army, and I found that there is a misbalance between India and Pakistan. Pakistan army is a lot more ready and prepared for war, and I think the Indian, they noticed that in the last year, when last time the Pakistani, they were able to take down an Indian airplane. So I hope they are preparing themselves for what's coming, because if the war broke, I mean, the Pakistani, they will take Kashmir if India is not strong and ready. And not only Kashmir, they will go and walk all the way to Delhi. Why not? You know, so we have to you know, my worry is Indian not ready or for such a thing. And I hope they are ready, because the only thing protect your right in this filthy earth is your strength, your own hands. You see, now they are talking about constitution in countries, in Islamic countries. Western, they joined the discussion about constitution, but nobody care for the Christians' rights. The Yazidi have rights. The Druze have right. The Ahmadiyya have rights. The Shia, the Sunni, the Christians in the Middle East have no right. Nobody speak for them. Nobody. American is the last one to care. French, give me a break. So you cannot trust the West if you are going to go in war. So I'm not saying it's true or not that the Pakistan can take Kashmir. I'm saying I hope that the Indian are, I trust that Indian people are smart people. I met many Indian people. They are really smart people. But sometimes you get emotional and you make a decision and you are not ready for the emotional decision you made. So I hope that Modi, the Prime Minister of India, when he took his decision and what is going to come after it, because as I said, the war might break, I hope he is ready for that war. Otherwise India will pay a consequence, for everybody will go against you, and those who will help you, they will not help you really, they will help you to suck your money. You see, at the end of the day, if you have a dollar, you have a friends. To make it simple, if a war broke between India and Pakistan, USA is willing to sell weapon to India, but maybe under the blanket and just give us your dollar, same as other countries. But in the case of Pakistan, you can imagine how much money will come. You see, the army of Turkey right now is sponsored in full by the Prince of Qatar. Turkey is a bankrupt country, totally bankrupt. The money value is gone. The only thing making Turkey standing in its feet until now is Qatar. Airplane paid by Qatar. Anything Turkey want to buy from the West or any other countries is, you see, the S-400, the radar and missile system bought from Russia is paid by Qatar, not by the Turkish. They have no money. So what I'm trying to say, that this is a Muslim Sunni country, and they will gang against you, and they will put sanctions against you, and they will send donations by tens of millions of billions of dollars. So you better be ready. And history always repeat itself. Let us see. The Turkish will never go in war with Israel. All of us, we knew that. Turkey is a, you see, Turkey is like a balloon. For me, Erdogan is like a balloon full of fart. All what you need to do is just put a needle and all the gas will come out. He have no country. His country is totally collapsing. The price of a chicken one day is something, the other day is something, because the currency going up and down, like if somebody, like a kid jumping in a rasur. So Turkey have no power to fight anyone. They fight the Turkish government. They are coward. They fight only little tiny groups who they are weak, like Kurdish. You know, Cyprus is a tiny country. The whole population is not even the size of my family. So we attack Cyprus, we attack Kurdish, but they will never dare to do something big. So in the case of Turkey, Saudi Arabia is not supporting Turkey because they have a big problems with him. They hate each other now, because Turkey is a Muslim Brotherhood and Saudi, they are 100% against Muslim Brotherhood. In the case of Pakistan, the Pakistani, they play like government play like a snake. So they are not with this guy, they are not with this guy. And the reason they do that, so they can receive donation from everybody, like, you know, the Muslim Brotherhood, we support you, the Saudi, we support you, and give us your money, give us your weapon, give us what you have, give us a discount in oil, give us free loans, give us, and then at the end of the day, you know, still they are Muslims and they will be sponsored. So let us see what will happen. And as you see here, like in Twitter, there is a huge impact of this decision going around. And you will notice one thing, that all Islamic countries, even Pakistan, I mean, what Pakistan have to do with the moon and the star? Yeah, Muslim country, you see, they are not united, but somehow they have the same star and the same crescent moon. So when you go in this war, you better be ready for what's coming, and they will gang against you. I guarantee you that. And they will gang against you in the social media, and they will gang against you everywhere you can imagine. This guy, his name is Zayed Hamid, is saying, I am warning Pakistani leadership, India planning an attack on Pakistan, Kashmir, properly by August 15. My friend, Kashmir is their land. What attack in Kashmir? This is their land, and they are not taking anything from you. You don't have a land. This is their land. This is their land. So I make it clear that, you know, I support India. This is their right, this is their land, and they should take what is given, what is their right. Nobody have the right to take it away from them. All right. So we can hear tons of propaganda from Muslims and from their friends in the West, like New York Times, CNN, etc. But the truth is very simple. This is an Indian land, and nobody have the right to take the land from the Indian. They own it and they have it. Just I want to say thank you for this. This is just you know, sharing politics, and I'm not going to keep the video for long there. So I want to say thank you for being with us, guys, and maybe see you later tonight. I might go again in the broadcast, which is going to be morning for those who live in Asia. Until then, may the Lord bless you all, and I hope peace will stay on earth. We don't encourage war, and we don't like war, but war sometimes is the only reason for peace. And actually, you see, the only reason that we have peace these days longer than usual, because people, they have, or let's say countries, they have a scary weapon, and everybody is scared from going in war, because now Pakistan and India, both of them, they have nukes. So you can imagine what is going to happen if really they start using nukes. So human being is not really in a favor like he don't favor peace over war. But because weapons these days are ugly and scary, they are being very careful not to go for war. Otherwise, trust me, they will be attacking from long time ago. But the consequence is big, and this is why, not because they are peaceful, but because of the consequence. You know what I mean? Otherwise, they will. It's because war is a business. You know, at the end of the day, war is a business. It's money. Corporation, they will create war so they can sell. It's like, you know, if you remember a few years ago, they have the virus, what it's called, the pig virus. I forgot the name. Anyway, so everybody start taking vaccine and etc. And it turned to be propaganda. So people, they will buy a vaccine which nobody need. And even the USA government in the time of Obama was involved. I remember Joe Biden, he said, if I am you, I will not walk in the street, I will not go take the train, I will not take airplane. Look what happened. You hear the news, you think this guy, like, what happened? The people are walking in the street like zombie now. After all of this, we found that only 3 people died from that. Only 3. So billions of dollars people, they spend from their pocket to buy a vaccine, and this is the whole point. They create a chaos to take your dollar. They give you dollar in the right hand, they take it in the left. It doesn't matter what hand you give it to you, they will take it back and they will take in the top of it. And people are naive. Like Trump, he is saying now the economy of USA is very strong. Go in the market, you will see things, the price is going up. What's strong? Put sanctions and you know, we put tax on the Mexican, we put tax in the Chinese, and then who pay tax at the end of the day? It's not the Chinese. Still people buying the Chinese product because there's no replacement. All what they need to do now, the companies, they add tax to it. That's it. And then I pay the tax. To make it simple, I'm going to put sanctions in China. So okay, if you want to send us TVs, you have to add 30% tax. Okay. And which TVs we are going to buy now? Which TV is made in America? Still people will buy the Chinese TV. Mac is made by China. Apple made by China. Your phone is made by China. I took my computer to fix it. They told me that we need the battery, it says made in China. The board, it says, oh, open your computer and look. This is Apple, American company. So all those sanctions is a joke. It's just for a political agenda. Because at the end of the day, still nothing changed. Still we are paying for that. But for him, he is rich. He will not go bankrupt. He will not feel the pain for going and pay for a grocery. This guy, he owns billions of dollars. All right. So in the outside, it sounds like they are doing good to defend us, but in the reality, it is just a business. This is for the sake of corporation. Trump is negotiating for corporation. You need to buy from our corporation, so we buy from your corporation. Both corporations have to make equal money. This is the whole point. But both corporations are not even American. I mean, where is the money of America? You see, in America, there's nothing is called American money. For America is a free country. You can buy, you can go to your computer, you can transfer $1 billion in a click of enter, which means the money is not controlled. And all the American companies, their headquarters now in different places. And all American companies, they don't make their product. So where is the American companies? Why? Because China is cheaper. So why we want to make a TV in America is going to cost us $3,000 when we can get a TV from China for $500 and better than the American TV, right? So it's just a business, have nothing to do with with us. Actually, I'm going to post a video about China. I will make a series in my new channel, and maybe today or tomorrow I will tell you about my new channel, which is going to be only for reviewing, like let's say quality of life, quality of product, anything, you know, but not about religion, neither about politics. So I will announce this channel later. So if you guys like to join us, we will have live chat, and we will have what is fun, let us say, and honest review for things around us, on my opinion, but nothing personal about me, because this is not really about me. I don't talk about myself. I am no one. There's a movie, it's called My Name is Nobody. All right, so soon I will publish that channel. I will tell you which channel you can go and subscribe, and please, from that channel, nobody should download the videos. Those videos should stay in my channel, so we can get more people to subscribe there. This is not about religion, so you should not download from that channel any video I load there. Only from this, only my videos about Islam or politics here you can download. With this, I want to say thank you. Yes, we are going to be unboxing therapy, exactly. You know, we are unboxing Muhammad for the last century, isn't it? You know, shouldn't we take a break for unboxing different boxes? Hello, correct, guys? At least when I do let us say review of anything, you can trust what I will say. You see, I watch review sometime because I need review. Before you buy something, you need to see what people are saying. But most of those, especially those big channels, you know, they are sponsored, and those that are sponsored, they are fake. They want to make you buy it, so you cannot trust what they say. Companies, they send in the product for free. Do you think that the review will be really honest? So he will speak about 1 or 2 negative things to make it like it is not really taking a side with the company, but he's paid money to his pocket. They gave him expensive, let us say, phones to review as a gift, and yet you expect from him to be a review? I don't think so, right? All right. Well, I want to say thank you, and hello India, good evening, good morning, and I wish you a good luck with your leader and better future. And I pray that war will not happen, but I hope that in the West government, they will support India in case something happen, because India is the biggest democracy in that territory, and nobody can beat that. Now, there's many negative things about India, but at the end of the day, right is right and wrong is wrong, which means if something happened in India is wrong, we should say it's wrong. If something happened it's right, we should say it's right. And it's the right of India to take over Kashmir, because this is their land. Actually, if I am Modi, and if I am a person for war, but I am not, I don't really like war, I will go and take Pakistan, because even Pakistan is India. This is not, there's no country is called Pakistan. This is the fabrication of the British intelligence. And I told you the purpose, because they wanted to divide India, so in the future nobody will have a giant country, it's called India, where it can be a threat, let us say, by being powerful, rich, wealthy. India, they have everything to be a great country. They have smart people, educated people, rich land. big territory, huge population. And that was the purpose behind dividing India into territories and countries like Pakistan and Bangladesh, etc. It's just to destroy this great country. So don't let the West do to you what they did to you before, my friend. And don't let the Muslims today do to you what the West did to you before, my friend, and what they did to you before. 80 million Indian Hindu slaughtered by Islamic attack in history. 80 million, not 8,000. But I never heard anyone speaking about it. Nobody speak about it. 80 million. Do you believe it? 80. So we can say that the Indian people, they paid the highest price of genocide by Islam through history. Nobody can imagine such a number. 80 million. But you know, when you are poor and you are Indian or you are an Arab Christian, you die. There's a country, it's called Sierra Leone in Africa. The Christians are slaughtered there every day. Did you hear anything in the news about them? No. In the Ivory Coast, 4,000 Christians burned alive in one day under the eyes of the French special forces. Nobody talk about them. 4,000 Christians. You are black and African and Christian, and you think people will cry for you? Who care? But when a crazy, sick, mental idiot, he attack a mosque in New Zealand, the whole world is crying. They play Quran in the radio, the news, the Pope is crying for them. Everybody, but the Christians slaughter every day around the earth. Who care? Nobody. But I do. Thank you guys for being here. This video will not stay in my channel because it's just an opinion about something maybe is not important for many of you, and I hope that we are going to see something better tomorrow, and better people who say the truth as it is and nothing sugar coated. Our problem is the sugar coating for everything around us, and I am sick of it. I don't want to be sugar coated person. I want to be real. I want to be decent. I want to be sharing the truth. I want to speak my mind, and if you don't like my mind, leave me alone if you don't mind. Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And to learn more about the cult of Islam, you can read my books and you can get them from Amazon. Take care, everybody. Thank you.